what about Monica? The work you did with her?
Yeah, same thing. It's like around that was 94. I remember the night she first came to the studio. She was 12 years old. Kevin Wells brought her by the studio, and
Well, wow.
she was 12 years old. Dallas put us in the studio with her. We did like 10 songs out the gate with her, like showing her the studio, getting her studio ready and everything. And so, and then Dallas joined in, and that's when Dallas did, don't take it personal, but that's when we did like Now We're Done and Kicking It With You and all these. So we did a lot of songs with Monica. And so, yeah, she was 12 when she did that first album.
What
Singing like that. She was 12 years old. When the album came out, she was 13. But when we recorded the album, when we started recording, she was 12. Ain't that crazy?
Yeah, because that seems very.
Don't take it personal. She was 12 years old singing like that.
Yeah, and I want, I do. So I do wonder if it's the production or a combination of production and how she was singing. I was just seeing her on the roof singing, but the production is what the guys were like, oh, I like the stuff, and maybe the girls were getting into the vocals of how she was singing, but you forget how young she was. But she didn't seem as young as Brandy, because when Brandy came out, I Want to Get Down, you knew it was a girl, a little kid, but Monica didn't come out singing like
and she was actually younger. Yeah, because Brandy came out. Because Brandy was 15 when "Wanna Be Down" came out.
Yeah, and you felt
Monica
like
was
a little kid.
And Monica was literally 13 when that album came out. Ain't that crazy? So yeah, man.
But could you see when you were working with her, doing all those tracks about how talented she was?
Yeah. Same thing with Beyonce. She sung like that since she was 14. Like her voice has sounded like that since she was 14.
Wow. Yeah.
Like I wish I still had some of those recordings, like unreleased stuff. You wouldn't believe it. Like you could listen to this day, you could listen like, wow, that's Beyonce. But like, yeah, she was 14 on these vocals. You're like, what? Yeah, it's crazy.
But you later on worked with Destiny's Child and doing a song "Baby." Did she remember you guys when you did work with Destiny's Child?
I'm sorry?
When you worked with Destiny's Child, you did a track "Baby." Did Beyonce remember you guys?
Baby. Okay, so when we did that song, that was like the second time, because we worked with them in phases. The first time we worked with Destiny's Child, they were signed to Daryl Simmons. Daryl Simmons, that's
I've interviewed Daryl. He told
me
about
Babyface's best friend.
Yeah, I've
co-wrote a lot of songs.
Yeah, I've interviewed Daryl. Yeah,
we were fortunate enough because his studio literally is next door to Dallas's.
Yeah,
it was literally right next door. Like you walk out of Dallas studio, and his was right next door.
Is that the one T.I. now? T.I.
We were fortunate. Yeah. T.I. bought it?
Yeah, he said he sold it to T.I. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So anyway, we were fortunate enough to have Daryl as a mentor early on. Matter of fact, Daryl was the first guy who said, you guys are overproducing. Oh. Like, really? He's like, yeah. And I love Daryl because he ain't gonna tell you what you want to hear. He's just gonna give it to you straight.
Yeah.
And you just deal with it. Like, for example, but I'll talk about this first. But he had these girls. He called us. He was like, "Yeah, I got these girls from Texas. They called the Dials. I want you guys to do the album." But it was Beyonce. It was Destiny's Child. Yeah. And so we literally recorded a whole album with them. And it, long story short, they ended up. Daryl and Matthew couldn't get along. So Daryl called us one day, like, "Hey man, I'm letting the girls go. Y'all can do whatever y'all want. I just can't deal with Matthew no more. I know y'all put a lot of work into this project. Y'all welcome to use the demos, whatever." We reached out to Kim Burse. Kim Burse was the executive at Columbia, or at Sony at the time. And we was doing some business with Kim Burse. That's when we first sent her some songs from Destiny's Child. And I'm not saying this is the reason why they got signed to Sony, but that kind of like got the ball rolling with Sony. So when we reached out, like, yeah, these girls are free now. Because then it changed hands a lot. Then they got Dwayne Wiggins involved from Tony. And so, but that's how it kind of like happened. Like Daryl just let them go. He couldn't deal with Matthew. And so, but the other thing about Daryl that was so amazing, because at one point This is right in the thick of it. We just working on everybody and working. We could come back from New York one time in Atlanta, and Tim accidentally left the bag with all our music. He accidentally left it on the shuttle. And at the time, that's when you had to use a DAT machine for everything. So it had like 200 DATs.
Wow.
Had like 200 DATs in this. Hold on, let me put my charger in here. Had like 200 DATs. All our music that we've ever done, going back to the Detroit days, everything was in this bag that Tim lost. It's kind of like the equivalent of today, somebody losing all their hard drives, everything.
Wow.
They lose it. We were so messed up. We go to Daryl's like the next day, like, it's like, what's wrong with you guys? We just literally go in there like, we lost all our music, man. We literally was messed up. Daryl looked at us and said, so? We was like, huh? He was like, so? It was like, we didn't know we thought he was playing. He was dead serious. Like, so I don't care that y'all lost y'all music. Go create more. As talented as you guys are, you think I'm gonna sit here and feel sorry for y'all because y'all just lost all y'all music? Go create more. What else is going on? And then we was like, wow. But that was the thing that like
you needed
woke us up. Like, cause for like weeks we was like, man, what we gonna do? We lost everything, man. He was like, so? And go create more. Y'all too talented to sit here and mope in front of me because y'all lost all your music. Go create more. Changed our life. For me, changed my life when he said that.
Wow.
Like, literally changed my life when he said that. Because it was like, wait a minute, he's right. You know, and so like shortly after that is when we did They Don't Know.
Wow.
Yeah. True story, man. Our first #1 record.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for being a part of Halftime Chat. Please remember to subscribe, share, and comment. But most importantly, why don't you become a member of Halftime Chat? We've got amazing videos, amazing perks, and being able to support the channel. But anyway, thanks for watching. Take care.
I never participated in that category.
Somewhere in between
us for even loving us, on which I didn't miss you with.
What was it like growing up?
She's still making an impact on 4 houses down.
I have a couple of pieces.
Trying to get this one and that one.
That works for you, but just for me,
No. Okay, you okay?
They don't understand what Jonas boys and men and all spirits.
Play it.
these guys, they all work together.
I mean, I love all different genres.